Hey there, Rodrigo here for Textualize, and in this short video I want to show you the difference between the styles align and content align. Now very briefly, the style align will set alignment for children widgets, and the style content align will set alignment for the content of the widget. So for example, the content of a label will be its text. So the content align style on a label will change the alignment of the text of the label. So in order to show you how this works, I have a very basic application here with a static and a label inside the static, and both the static and the label have some text. Let's say that the label says label and the static says some static, not some static text. Now if I run my application, my applet.py, then I see the label and the static text, they're superposed because the static test should be some static test, and instead we just see label static text. And now I ran the application with a dev, with a --dev flag, so that we can change the CSS and see the changes live. So this will work because of the dev tools that I installed, and there's also a video on how to install the dev tools. And because I connected my application with a CSS file, I will change the CSS here and I will see the changes there. So first off, the static has an ID outer and the label has an ID inner. So let's say that the static has a width, actually a height of 5 and a background of something like red. And now let's say that the inner label has a height of 3 and a background of blue. So that's the label there, that's that corner over there. Now what I'll do is I will go to the static and I will change the alignment, the vertical alignment to bottom. And if I change this, what I'm saying is children in the static should be aligned to the bottom. And so when I save this, what will happen is that the label will go down. Right? Now let's do something. Let's make it so that the label is also white. So let's set the width of the label to something like 10, so that there's room for the text there to move. Now if I go to the static and I change the content align rule, if I change it to something like center middle, what I'm saying is the text of the static and the label should be centered. Actually, why didn't I hate it when this happens. Why didn't the middle? Oh, brilliant! Maybe I just misremembered it. Oh, this is perfect and it's easier. Okay, so when I change the content alignment of the static, what I'm saying is the text of the static should move. And notice how the label itself obviously didn't move because the label isn't the content of the static, it's a children. So if I change these to middle, then the label goes to the middle. Let's leave it there, and now I can go to the label and I can change its content alignment. Because the alignment rule, this does nothing because the label doesn't have any children. And so if I set something like center middle, this will not change the text because the text isn't a children, it's not a child widget of the label. Instead, what I want is I want to change the content alignment because the content of the label is the text. All right, so this is the difference between content alignment and alignment. I will leave documentation links below, and if you need any help, just leave a question or join the Discord server to get help from other users or from us. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.